Hello, and it's a pleasure to have you join us. In a rare piece of encouraging news amid Nigeria's ongoing security challenges, two residents of Plateau State who were abducted by suspected kidnappers have regained their freedom and have been safely reunited with their families. The development has brought relief to relatives and community members who spent anxious hours fearing for the safety of their loved ones following the abduction incident in Just North local government area. The victims, identified as Victor Ibiku and Deyok Saliu, were reportedly taken from Gwang village on Monday night, adding to the growing list of kidnapping incidents that have continued to trouble communities across various parts of the country. For residents of the area, the news of the abduction initially sparked fear and uncertainty, as families worried about what might happen to the victims and whether they will be safely returned. Kidnapping has become one of the most troubling security concerns facing many communities, leaving families traumatized and entire neighborhoods living under constant fear of becoming the next target. According to security sources, information about the abduction was quickly received by security personnel, prompting an immediate response. Personnel deployed to the area reportedly commenced efforts to locate the victims shortly after receiving reports of the incident. The operation reflected the urgency that often accompanies kidnapping cases, where the first few hours can be crucial in determining the safety and well-being of those abducted. As efforts intensify, security personnel focus on tracking the movement of the suspected kidnappers and identifying routes that may have been used following the abduction. Residents in the affected communities closely monitor developments, hoping for positive news. For the families involved, every passing moment brought a mixture of anxiety and uncertainty as they waited desperately for information regarding the fate of their loved ones. Unfortunately, the operation ended with a positive outcome. The two victims were successfully recovered and later reunited with their families. Reports indicate that both individuals were rescued unharmed, providing immediate response to relatives who had feared the worst. Images and accounts from similar rescue operations often show emotional reunions between victims and family members, moments that highlight both the trauma caused by abduction and the joy that comes when loved ones are safely returned. The incident once again draws attention to the persistent challenge of kidnapping in Nigeria. Across many states, criminal groups continue to target travelers, farmers, students, business owners, and ordinary citizens for financial gain. The resulting insecurity has affected economic activities, disrupted education, restricted movement, and created an atmosphere of fear in many rural and urban communities alike. For residents of Plateau State, the rescue of the two victims represents a welcome moment of hope during a period where many security-related headlines are dominated by tragedy and loss. Families whose relatives have previously been abducted understand the emotional burden and that accompanies such incidents. The uncertainty, sleepless nights, and constant fear experienced by loved ones can be overwhelming. That is why every successful rescue operation carries significant emotional importance for affected communities. Security agencies have reportedly continued efforts to identify and apprehend those responsible for the abduction. Authorities maintain that tackling kidnapping remains a priority, particularly as communities continue to demand stronger protection and more effective measures against criminal groups operating in various regions. Residents have also been encouraged to remain vigilant and continue cooperating with security agencies by providing timely and credible information that may assist in preventing future incidents. The successful recovery of the victims offer a reminder that while insecurity remains a major challenge, positive outcomes are still possible with swift responses, community cooperation, and sustained security efforts come together. For the families of the rescued victims, however, the most important outcome is simple: their loved ones are back home. As Nigeria continues to confront complex security challenges, many citizens hope to see more stories of safe recoveries and fewer reports of abduction. The relief experienced by the families of these two victims is a feeling that countless other families across the country continue to pray for every day. What are your thoughts on Nigeria's ongoing fight against kidnapping? Share your views in the comment section below. And if you find this report very insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on security, politics, and current affairs across Nigeria and Africa. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.